Hi everyone, I'm Vidamshi. Welcome to Day 4 of Spring Break Discoveries. Today I will tell you about the human brain, the control center of our body. Here's some interesting facts about the human brain. 1. The brain is arguably the most important organ in the human body. It controls and coordinates actions and reactions, allowing us to think and feel. 2. The brain enables us to have memories and feelings, all the things that make us human. 3. The brain takes the longest of any organ to develop and goes through more changes than any other organ. 4. Babies have big heads to hold rapidly growing brains. A 2-year-old brain is 80% of adult size. 5. The brain stops growing around the age of 18. 6. The brain can live for 4 to 6 minutes without oxygen and then it begins to die. No oxygen for 5 to 10 minutes will result in permanent brain damage. 7. Humans grow faster at night than they do during the day because of a small part of the brain, the pituitary gland, releases a growth hormone at night while a person sleeps. The human brain is responsible for keeping your body running all day long. It not only helps people think and learn new things, but it also controls your movement and speech too. The brain is part of the central nervous system and receives tons of information. Here are the 3 main parts of the brain. The cerebrum, the cerebellum, and the brainstem. I hope you enjoyed my video. Bye!
Hi, my name is Darvik Moretti, and I'm going to tell you about the planet Mars. 1. Mars is sometimes called the red planet. 2. Like Earth, Mars has seasons, polar ice caps, volcanoes, canyons, and weather. 3. It has a very thin atmosphere made of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and argon. 4. There are signs of ancient flood on Mars, but now water mostly exists on ice, dirt, and thick clouds. 5. Mars used to have a thicker atmosphere. 6. Mars has 2 moons. 7. Mars and Earth approximately have the same landmass. 8. It is home to the tallest mountain in the solar system, which is called Olympus Mons. 9. Mars has the largest dust storms in the solar system. 10. The sun appears half the size it does on Earth on Mars. 11. One day Mars will have a ring. 12. Mars is named after the Roman god of war. 13. The ancient Greeks called the planet Ares after their god of war. 14. 18 missions to Mars have been successful. 15. Mars is the second smallest planet in the solar system. 16. Mars is the 4th planet from the sun. Fourth planet from the sun. 17. You can jump 3 times higher on Mars than you can on Earth. 18. Pieces of Mars have fallen to Earth. 19. The Valles Marineries is an extensive canyon system on the Mars equator. 20. Temperature is negative 153 to 20 Celsius. That is all about Mars.
Hi, my name is Sanvi, and today I'm going to tell you about the world of sense around you. As you know, the most common senses are seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, and touching. But do you know facts about those senses? Well, I'm going to tell you some. Did you know that you can see 10 million different colors? And that dragonflies have 30,000 eye lenses. You, me, we only have 1. Box jellyfish have 24 eyes. A scallop has about 100 eyes. A lot of animals lost their eyesight because they live in such dark places. Here's a weird fact. Penguins are attracted to the smell of rotten eggs. Here's a fact that will make you think about your hearing. Flies can hear each other land on a blade of grass. Bats have the best hearing in all of the land mammals. A human tongue has 5 cells. Taste bud cells. Salty, sweet, sour, savory, and bitter. Bitter cells are found in the nose, gut, and lungs too. Fish can taste with their bodies. Catfish have 10 times more taste buds than we do. Most colorblind people can't tell the difference between red and green. People with prosopagnosia have difficulty recognizing faces, even their own. Thanks for listening to my facts. Hope you like the video we make. Bye.
Hi, my name is Rishi and I'm going to tell you about black holes. A black hole is formed when the core of a humongous star collapses and the star explodes. Therefore, a black hole is born when a big star dies. But first, when the massive star's core runs out of fuel and the core is no longer able to hold the star back, resulting in its collapse, it doesn't make a black hole that massive right away. First, it makes a tiny black hole with gravity running wild inside it. The mini black hole eats the star in milliseconds. Now the star explodes, and that explosion releases a tremendous amount of energy, even more than our sun can produce in its entire lifetime. A person can actually become a black hole. A computer, a person, or anything around you that has matter has a Schwarzschild radius, also called the gravitational radius, which is the radius of the tiny sphere into which if a mass of an object is compressed to fit in it. Its escape speed would be equal to the speed of light, which is way too much. But the chances of you turning into a black hole are rare because of the tiny size of your Schwarzschild radius. So nothing can escape a black hole, not even light. If 2 black holes collided, it makes a bigger black hole. Time runs differently near and inside a black hole, and this has to do a lot with gravity. The nearest black hole to Earth is 1,600 light years away. Light years mean the amount of years light will take to reach something. Stuff that gets too close gets sucked in because of the super humongous gravitational pull. When you get sucked in, it's called spaghettification. It's when you get sucked in, you become very long and thin like spaghetti. There are 3 types of black holes: stellar, supermassive, and intermediate black holes. Stellar black holes are smaller than the supermassive and intermediate black holes, but they are super dense, so they have a very strong pull. Supermassive black holes are supermassive. They can be found in the middle of a galaxy. They suck up dust from the galaxy. Intermediate black holes are in between the size of stellar and supermassive black holes. Scientists don't even know that much information. They don't even know if they exist. I'm done. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Ritvika, and I'm going to tell you about America's first businessman. First, I'm going to tell you about John D. Rockefeller, then Andrew Carnegie. John D. Rockefeller was the richest businessman and a major philanthropist in history. He was the founder of Standard Oil. He was born in upstate New York in 1839. He started oil business in 1863 by investing in Cleveland, Ohio refinery in 1870. He established Standard Oil. He was monopoly in the industry. In 1911, the U.S. Supreme Court found Standard Oil in violation of antitrust laws and ordered it to dissolve. During his life, Rockefeller donated more than $500 million to various philanthropic causes. He died in 1939. Rockefeller's hands can still be seen in Exxon and Conoco, that are gas stations. Now I'm going to tell you about Andrew Carnegie. Andrew Carnegie was a Scottish-American businessman. Philanthropist Carnegie, the expansion of the American steel industry in the late 19th century and became one of the richest Americans in history. He was born in 1835 in Scotland. He started work as a telegrapher, and by the 1860s had in railroad sleeping cars, bridges, and oil rigs. He built Pittsburgh Carnegie Steel Company. He died in 1919. Bye!
Hi, my name is Salalit. Today my topic is about how a calculator works. Most calculators rely on integrated circuits, more commonly known as chips. Integrated circuits contain transistors that can be turned on and off with electricity to perform mathematical calculations. The more transistors an integrated circuit has, the more advanced mathematical functions it can perform. Today's scientific calculators, for example, can perform incredibly advanced mathematical calculations. Like all other electronic devices, calculators work by processing information in binary form. We're used to thinking of numbers in our normal base 10 system, in which there are 10 digits to work with, 0 through 9. The binary system is a base 2 system, which means there are only 2 digits to work with, 0 and 1. Thus, when you input numbers into a calculator, the integrated circuits converts those numbers to binary strings of zeros and ones. The integrated circuits then use those strings of zeros and ones to turn the transistors on and off with electricity to perform the desired calculations. Since there are only 2 options in a binary system, 0 or 1, these could be easily represented by turning transistors on and off, since on and off easily represent the binary options. On equals 0 and off equals 1, or vice versa. So now I'm going to tell the process. You type in a number using the base 10 system, example 6. Step 2. Then the calculator takes the numbers and sees them as strings of zeros and ones. Step 3. Next you type in a symbol for an equation, example plus. Step 4. The symbol also has a string of ones and zeros. Step 5. Next you type in another number using the base 10 system, example 7. Step 6. The calculator then sees that number as a string of zeros and ones. Step 7. Lastly, all the strings of zeros and ones are used to turn the transistors on and off with electricity, and you get the answer in our base 10 system. So now I'm going to tell you some binary codes. So 0 is 0000, and 1 is 0001, and 2 is 0010, and 3 is 0011. Hope you liked my research, and bye.
Hi guys. I'm Krishma Dali, and I am going to tell you about how cows produce milk. A cow's special 4-chambered stomach breaks down the grasses the cow eats into things that nourish her and produce milk. The first chamber softens chewed plant materials, which the cow burps and chews it again several times. In the next chamber, Microorganisms feed on the plant materials, making energy and proteins. As the material moves through the other chambers and into the small intestines, nutrients and excess water are absorbed into the bloodstream and circulate to the mammary gland in the udder. Their special cells combine the nutrients and sugar from the cow's liver to create milk. The max production level is 40 to 60 days after the cow gives birth. After that, the production declines. The cow maintains a steady rhythm. Bye guys, that is the end of the video. See you another time. Later.
My name is Varshit and this is my topic. My topic is about Abraham Lincoln and facts about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln was the first president to be born out of the 13 original states. Abraham Lincoln only had 18 months of formal schooling and a limited time for school, only 3 periods. Abraham Lincoln made Thanksgiving a national holiday. Abraham Lincoln hated being called Abe. Abraham Lincoln's coffin was opened 5 times. Abraham Lincoln was a wrestler. Abraham Lincoln led through the Civil War, and why the Civil War happened was because they wanted to end slavery in the South and the Confederate States of America. Abraham Lincoln started income tax. Abraham Lincoln made a track for trains. Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican president. Abraham Lincoln was the first president to use a telegraph. Abraham Lincoln said on the day he was assassinated, he told his bodyguard that he was doomed to be assassinated. And I'm done.
Hi, my name is Aaron in day 4, and I'm gonna tell you about food. The most stolen food in the world is cheese. Fruits and vegetables are less nutritious than they used to be. Chewing coffee beans can help eliminate bad breath. Pre-packed salads and greens may not be clean. Chocolate is as healthy as fruit. Bananas are berries, but strawberries aren't. You can't overcook mushrooms. Black pepper was a luxury in the Middle Ages. 1/4 of the world's hazelnuts are used for Nutella. Loud music makes you drink more and faster. Without flies, there would be no chocolate. McDonald's burgers don't actually rot. The number of hot dogs eaten on the 4th of July could reach from Washington, D.C. to L.A. over 5 times. You can make diamonds from peanut butter. Mountain Dew is mainly just orange juice. The bananas we eat today are clones. Humans share 60% of our DNA with bananas. Mangoes can get sunburned. Eating lollipops is just swallowing flavored saliva. Ice cream sometimes contains a form of seaweed in it as a thickening agent called red algae. White chocolate isn't actually chocolate. Ripe cranberries will bounce like rubber balls. An 11-year-old invented popsicles by accident. Potatoes can absorb and reflect Wi-Fi signals. Fruit snacks and cars are coated with the same type of wax. Thank you, bye.